Hi, welcome to today's Talk of the Town. I'm Sandy Benson. John Ontal of NicheMarketMedia.net, a WHHI-TV news partner, is back this month as our social media expert to share how to untap profitable traffic sources for our business and make it profitable. John, always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
So, first of all, what are traffic sources?
Okay, a lot of people, if you're Googling, like if you go to Google, we call it Google, there's other search engines as well,
Sure.
Yahoo, Bing, there's some other ones as well, but if you type something in and a business, there's several businesses pop up on the first
Sure.
page, that's one traffic source is Google.
Okay.
Social media is another traffic source. If you put a link, if you put something on your social media website and somebody sees it in their feed and you have something interesting, a nice headline or a call to action, and you click through, that's a traffic source as well.
Okay.
So there's a
Okay.
couple of them.
Okay.
If you had a retargeting ad, that
All right.
is, people go to your website and there's a pixel on there, then they go somewhere else and they see your ad, that's another traffic source.
All right, so then how do businesses find these untapped, profitable traffic sources?
Yeah, that's a great question. Okay, so the first thing you've got to do is you have to look at your analytics. Okay, so Google Analytics, it's free for everybody out there. It's totally free. And then they also have it where it's combined with something called Webmaster Tools. And those two things, if you have all of, then when you log that, when you have that on your website and you look into that, when you open up that dashboard, you will see what keywords people are coming to your website from. You'll see what the most visited pages are.
Okay.
And you may see something that you don't even know. And that's what I'm going to get to today. And that's where it starts. You have to take some time. Businesses have to take time to look at it,
Yeah.
to know how to digest it. And they may have an untapped traffic source right there. So that's step one is let's look at the analytics so we know where this stuff's coming from.
All right, so what are some of the best traffic sources for businesses right now?
Sure. One of my favorite right now, and it's one that when all these different social media comes out,
Right.
it can be overwhelming.
It is overwhelming. Sure
And
it is.
so there's certain things you're like, gosh, let's get good at Facebook, let's get at Twitter.
And it's time consuming.
It's totally time consuming. So this one is not. This one is
Okay.
totally not. This is totally not. And it's Pinterest.
I hear so many people speak about Pinterest,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
so what is it? I've not gone. I've never
Yeah.
been on Pinterest.
Well, they've got these boards,
Uh-huh.
and it's the graphic. It's all graphic, and you can have videos too. But the way it is, it's home decor is one of the most sought after, by the way.
Okay.
But they have boards, and people go to there and they pin it, and it's the coolest thing. If you're into it.
Right.
But here's the cool part. Here's how it's easy for businesses.
Okay.
They have, like, when you do a blog post or any page on your website, and if you're in WordPress, which is a great open source program that people can have for their websites, if they're thinking about redoing their website, that's the format you want to be in. But you can put this button, it's a plug-in. It takes no effort on a business's part except to set it up.
Okay.
And then every image that you have on your website will have a little P. It's a white P. Have you seen that before?
I have seen the little P.
And that's where the traffic comes from. And so when they click on that, they can pin that, like if you have a nice picture. That's why businesses have got to have images on their website.
Yeah, images are so important.
And what I did is I did a blog post for a client 2 years ago, and that thing got more traffic. We had an image
Right.
that was an attractive image. It was using like nice colors that popped out at you. And I had no idea until we looked at the analytics that got more traffic than even the SEO
Wow.
that we had done. And so Pinterest, and that's the easiest one and the surefire one, and there's several others too.
Well, I'm a little familiar with what you're speaking about, but I'm sure a lot of our viewers, they're going Google Analytics, Webmaster, Pinterest, all these things, John, and they're not real familiar with them. Do you have any place on your website, or do you have any way for people to more or less learn about this stuff?
What I did is I've got a great blog post. Just go to NicheMarketMedia.com. There's a blog tab. Hit on that. And all this is explained. I know we didn't have a ton of time today,
Right.
but the other sources on there. And just real quick, images. People share images. They want the images. So images, call to action, and get on Pinterest because it won't be another job for you.
Yeah, isn't that so fun?
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much, John.
Thank you.
We'll see you next month. And we'll be right back with Talk of the Town.